Hey, what's up, guys? This is your boy Travis back again here at Big Boy Toy Reviews, and today we are taking a look at another super action statue, but this time it is not JoJo. This time it is Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star. So I love this. Fist of the North Star was my very first anime I ever watched, and so I have to get figures of the characters in that. Now, I accidentally beat the hell out of this box trying to dodge a bat in my house, and this was on the floor, and I accidentally stepped on it. So that sucks. But it is what it is. I hate that I bent it, but as long as I didn't mess the figure up, I should be all right. So anyway, that is it for the box. Let's go ahead and get him out of the packaging. Alrighty, and here he is out of the packaging, and for the most part, he looks fantastic. Like from where he's standing now, from where he is, from the distance that he is right now, he looks absolutely fantastic. I love this figure already. I did play around with him for a little bit. He's fantastic. His articulation is quite a bit better than the JoJo stuff, so I'm not quite sure the time frame in between the JoJo stuff being created and this one being created, but it's drastically different. Like, I mean, leagues better than the JoJo stuff as far as articulation is concerned. The same crafting is the crafting is the same though. He looks fantastic, and we'll get close up here in a second. But I do have to mention the absolutely awful shoulder joints. And guess who also does this? Your favorite figure company, BuzzMod. And we have these freaking joints again. These big gappy cutout underarms. Like, it is, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Revoltech is somewhere in this realm. There's actually some SH Figure Arts that also have this problem. Guts, Kaido. I don't know why companies do this when they make. I don't know about Super Action Statue, but these same companies that will do this will also make figures that don't have this issue. And it's just like, do the teams not talk to each other? Is that what it is? Like, who? I just don't understand some of these companies sometimes. Anyway, that's the only thing I hate about this figure. This ugly articulation right there. But other than that, everything else looks absolutely phenomenal. Look at the shading. Look at the freaking shading. Come on, man. We got to step up our SH Figure Arts, Mayfex, all of y'all. Y'all got to step up your action figure game. Look at the shading. Look at the musculature. Look at the definition. Look at the sculpt. It looks fantastic. Look at his arms. Jesus Christ, his back. The only thing that gets close to this is the Baki figures from Storm Collectibles. Like, well, a lot of the Storm Collectibles are very musculature, so they do a good job. Storm Collectibles does a good job. Does a good job with muscle, but gee, look at this. Look at this. The sculpting and the pans, the wrinkles, the shading. This dude looks phenomenal. Look at his boots. Come on, man. You can't say this don't look good. That's an ass of a champion right there. Look at his belt buckle. Look at this belt buckle, and look at this belt buckle. This belt buckle, and then look at this belt buckle. And then this is one of the better ones. Look at this one. Look how much more detailed that one is than this one. This is like a $140 figure when it first came out. Look at that. Just that alone. All over his, whatever you want to call this, on his forearm, and this nicely shaded and wrapped, like cloth over his arms. It's nice and textured. The bullets, I think these are bullets. I forget. I haven't seen Fist of the North Star in a long time. The sculpting. This, like, you look at this, And then you see why, if you saw my my Eustace Kid review and how disappointed I was and how they just half-assed that scar on his chest. It Look at this. This is an example of how to do it right. Do it right everywhere. Don't just fucking change it just because it went on his neck or it went up to his face. It's just SH Figure Arts. God, they are half-assing that One Piece line. It is pissing me off. But yeah, he looks amazing. This is how all action figures should look. And when we get to the articulation, he puts this figure. I know this figure. I don't know when this figure originally came out, but I know it's pretty old. This figure puts new figures to shame. I mean, it is absolutely pitiful what some of these companies are putting out these days and charging you for. And we were getting this kind of stuff way back in the day. Like this dude is dope. This dude is dope. I'm definitely going to get the other Fist of the North Star characters now because he looks amazing. Kenshiro looks awesome. Look at his face. I didn't even get to his face because I was just so focused on everything else. Look at that face sculpt, man. Come on. Stop it. Look at his hair. And then people want to come after me about shit figures that cost too much money. And you can get stuff like this. Look at this. Look at this. Anyway, let's get to let's get to the accessories. Alrighty, so he gets 2 of these karate pose hands, and these are definitely like karate pose, like fighting pose hands for sure. These look great. You can see how his fingers are connected, those 2 fingers there. Then he gets 1 pointing finger. So that looks pretty good. He gets 1 karate chop hand. Nice little karate chop hand there. Then he gets kind of a relaxed hand, but this can also be like a kind of a fighting hand as well. Just kind of a fighting pose hand. Oh, then I'm just gonna throw this in there, but this fist is dope. That is so cool. This is so freaking cool. And wait till you see the even bigger accessory. This is so dope. But he gets this fist effect. Then of course he gets a yelling face. Now this yelling face leaves a little to be desired. Or maybe not. He was a little ashy there. But he has his mouth open but no facial expression. Like it doesn't even look like he's mad. He's just like, aww. Like he's at the dentist or something, and the dentist is just checking the back of his mouth. So still nicely made, but I don't know what he's doing here. All right, and then the last thing, we get this bad boy right here. Stop playing with me. Let me take this out. Look at this. Look at this. You get 2 of these. This is awesome. This is absolutely awesome. We got a peg in the back there, obviously. I wouldn't even know how to set this up because the stand that he comes with doesn't come with enough arms to connect both of these, I don't think. And you get 2 of these, and they're not, I don't think they're exactly the same, actually. No, they're not. They are not exactly the same. So maybe just use 1 at a time. But that looks freaking awesome. I love that. And yeah, I think that's it for it. Well, then you get the stand. Now the stand does say something else on it. It says like I don't think I can. Medicos Entertainment. I think that's what it says. LTD. Whereas the JoJo stuff had the JoJo symbols on there. So I don't know if that is that the people that created a Fist of the North Star? I don't know, but yeah, you get his stand. But like I said, it only comes with 1 arm. So you either choose to put him in it or you put those fists in it, but that looks awesome. Alrighty, now for the exciting part, the articulation. So because of his hair in the back, now check this out. No hinge, no visible pegs. Guess what he has? A nice dumbbell joint. Yes, sir. That's how it's supposed to be done. Okay, so he can't look up because of his hair. So he can only look up very little. But like I said, if you're going to have a character where the hair is going to get in the way and they can't look up that far anyway, it's better to have a dumbbell joint, because you get all this other range of motion that you wouldn't get with a hinge joint. And so that is awesome. You can do basically anything, and then that neck joint also helps. Obviously, we talked about this ugly ass joint. I hate it, but it is functional. He can get a T-pose, so that's good. Obviously, all the way around, it's a little squeaky there. No bicep. It's in the shoulder there. And you get it here at the elbow. So that's where you're going to get your bicep swivel. I can understand they didn't want to break this beautiful sculpt up. That looks so good. Obviously, hinged wrist. Now, these do look a little long. These pegs are a tad bit too long. I could probably like clip a little bit off of here, but I want to wait to check out his accessories first. And it's not on there very well either. So that's kind of a bummer. But I'll need to check his other accessories first to make sure that I don't need that wrist peg to be that long, because if it's not, I'm definitely going to clip that a little bit. As far as his torso is concerned, he can go back that far. You are going to get a little bit of gapping there, but that's a decent amount back. Forward, nicely done forward. I love it forward. And he does get plenty of side to side. Look at this. This joint is fantastic. One of the best torso joints I think I have ever seen. Yes, it does get gappy, but that happens. But with this, anyway. So then he does get a twist there too. Then we activate the bottom. Let's see if the bottom is going to help it out. Not really. You don't really get anything down there. So that's kind of a bummer. Only a little bit of a twist. Let's take a look at these legs. I already know what they can do. Look at this. Full on splits. Why can't the JoJo characters do this? Why can they not do this? Oh my God. We got a thigh swivel here. That's pretty good. Kicking forward all the way up. It does flare out a little bit. So without flaring out, you got still a pretty nice kick. Not as much back because he does have those man cheeks back there. Way over 90 degrees there with the knee. Looks okay. Up that much, down that much on the ankle. You can twist that around for a rocker. And then we got a pretty stiff toe joint, but you probably won't be using that. This guy's articulation is good. He has some solid freaking articulation. It's not Revoltech levels of articulation, but I will argue it's better than most SH figure arts. Most Marvel Legends, definitely most Buzz mods. Most Figmas. I would only say Mafex would have them beats, but they got them beat on sculpt and paint. They're crushing everybody on sculpt and paint. Absolutely crushing everybody on sculpt and paint. Oh shit. Maybe some Storm collectibles can get some pretty good range. I don't have that many, but I do have some that I want to compare to him. At least two. But yeah, he looks freaking good. And I like the articulation, man. He's so awesome. Anyway, let's get on to some comparisons. Alrighty, and the comparison that I wanted to make, we have Kenshiro next to Baki Hanma and Yujiro Hanma. I mean, the proportioning is different. Obviously, Storm Collectibles comes in a little bit bigger, like as far as like just size. But I don't know, man. I mean, Yujiro's supposed to be a monster anyway, so he was going to be bigger than everybody else anyway. But I don't know. I think this might work. Man. I think this might work. At least for me, it will. I think this works for me. It's just a skinnier guy. But yeah, I like this. This is the only comparison that I need to make. I'll make a couple of other ones, but this was my main comparison that I wanted to do. Alrighty, and here he is next to Super Action Statues, Jotaro and Star Platinum. Again, Jotaro is too freaking small. He should be like that height. They should be the same height. I need to look up how big Jotaro is supposed to be, because I feel like he's supposed to be way taller. So anyway, that's what he looks like with them. And lastly, here he is next to Lisa, and then the Buzzmont Kamina figure. And yeah, I think that's it for comparison. All right, final thoughts. My boy's awesome. This dude is dope. If I subjectively, 9.8 out of 10. I can look past, because of all the other beautiful things about this figure, I can look past those armpity, terrible shoulder joints. You can't pose them away for the most part, so I can look past that. Objectively, I gotta point that stuff out. It's trash. I hate that. I hate those shoulders. They're horrible. So objectively, I would probably 8.5, but subjectively, like 9.8889. You know, I still gotta take some points off because the shoulders do exist, but there is nothing else bad about this figure. This dude is awesome. He's awesome. Anyway, I'll stop gushing. I need to get this review done because it's late. Anyway, please comment, like, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.